The last thing the man heard before he died was applause. Picture a random Tuesday afternoon, somewhere ordinary, a market or a street corner, the kind of place anyone has walked through 100 times without remembering it. Someone shouts. No one quite catches what was said, but the person standing nearby turns their head. So the next one does too. There's a commotion, a small one, a circle forming the way circles always do, slowly, then all at once. People edge closer, not because they want to, just because something is happening. And humans, fundamentally, cannot resist something happening. Now there's a man in the center of that circle. He's trying to explain something. His hands are up. His voice is cracking. He looks like someone who is very, very afraid. And here's where it gets interesting. Nobody in that circle knows this man. Nobody knows what he did. Nobody knows if he did anything at all. All anyone knows is what the energy of the crowd is telling them. And the crowd is telling them he deserves this, so no one leaves. Each individual tells themselves they're just watching, just observing, not like the others. They're the responsible ones, the sane ones. But then someone throws something, and the circle tightens, and the sound changes. It stops being noise and becomes something older, something that doesn't have a word in any modern language because we stopped needing the word when we decided we were civilized. And the individuals standing there, they don't throw anything, but they don't walk away either. And somehow, in the calculus of what happens next, that silence, that stillness, that decision to simply remain, counts for more than any of them would like to admit. What just happened in that circle has a name: Deindividuation. It is a psychological phenomenon in which people lose their sense of self-awareness and individual accountability when they are part of a large group or crowd. In this state, individuals are less likely to follow their own internal moral compass and are more likely to succumb to the group mind, often leading to behaviors they would never perform alone. Psychologist Leon Festinger studied this in the 1950s. Philip Zimbardo expanded it. The conclusion was uncomfortable. Anonymity doesn't reveal the monster in a person. It just removes the bouncer. And here's the dark humor buried in all of this. The part that should make you laugh, except it doesn't quite. The same psychological mechanism that makes a crowd turn violent at a lynching is the same one that makes thousands cry in unison at a stadium when the national anthem plays. It's the same switch, just different music. So what does an individual actually do with this knowledge? Not as a society, as one person. Right now, create physical distance before creating moral distance. If an individual finds themselves in a crowd shifting towards something ugly, the first move is physical. Step back, literally. Walk to the edge. The brain follows the body more often than we'd like to admit. No one can think clearly at the center of that circle. Practice the one-name rule. When the mind starts thinking in abstractions about a group, a community, a type of person, force it toward one specific face. Someone known, someone real. Mob violence thrives on abstraction. The moment the target becomes a specific human being with a specific life, the crowd's logic collapses. Know your own trigger hierarchy. Every individual has a list of subjects that, when invoked, bypass rational thinking almost entirely. Religion, caste, child safety, national pride. The architecture varies, but the mechanism doesn't. The people who design mob moments, politically, socially, digitally, They already know how to pull these triggers. Understanding one's own list isn't self-judgment. It's just being less of an easy target. Here is the thing no one wants to say at the end of a video like this. The crowd is not made of monsters. It's made of ordinary people. People who checked their phones that morning, who have someone waiting for them at home, who would describe themselves, if asked, as decent. The violence of a mob is not an aberration of human nature. It's a feature that was never patched. And the only meaningful question, the one worth sitting with, is not, how could they do that? It's, under what exact conditions does a decent person stop being one? That question, uncomfortable as it is the only one that actually protects anyone.